Hi everyone, I'm Reva with Quality Sewing and Vacuum, and we are so happy that you're joining us for our How to Wear series. And today we're going to be talking about how to transfer a design, an embroidery design, from your computer onto a USB stick so you can pop it into your embroidery machine. Now, we get a lot of questions about this quite often, so I'm really glad that you guys reach out and let us know things that you want to know about, because it makes it really fun to be able to share the information with you. So it's not a hard process to take a design, whether it be off of a USB, onto a USB, but off of a design CD, or if it's a download, it's something on your computer. It's really easy to get it put onto a USB stick. So we're going to investigate how to do that, and we're going to kind of look at the way that a computer thinks about information. So let's take a few minutes now and let's take a look at how we're going to do that on our computer.
Let's take a look at how a computer views files. It basically is set up kind of like a filing cabinet. So it's really pretty easy to navigate once you figure that out. So we have different sections of storage, and those sections of storage are kind of like drawers. And in those, there are file folders, and in that, there are files. So if you take a look down here on the bottom of the toolbar, down here on the bottom, there is a little file folder. Well, that's what I want to click on if I want to see the different files that are in my computer. So I am going to double click, that's a double left click, and up comes my File Explorer, and I'm going to go to this PC. Now, you can see across the top, this is the section that shows the detail for what I'm looking at on the left-hand side. In this PC, I have basically right now, I have 3 drawers to my filing cabinet. The C is the computer's brain. This is the built-in storage in the computer itself. So this is something that's always there. So C, and I'm going to break it down in the way that it makes sense in my brain, C is for computer. If you have a CD-ROM built into your computer, you're probably going to see it as D. Okay, and I think of disk when I think of D. It's really kind of handy because it does show me a picture right here of a disk, so I know that that's what it is. Then the next thing says USB drive E. And so this is a USB stick that I actually have plugged into the computer right now. Now, if you notice, it goes C, D, and E. If I had a second USB stick plugged in, it would say F. If I had a third, it would say G, and so on down the alphabet. Okay. Now, some of you may remember a designation of A. That was a floppy disk, and we just don't have those anymore. Thank goodness, right? Okay, so now you can see the sections here, but now take a look on the bottom left-hand section of this screen. You're going to notice that I have this PC, then it says C, D, and E. So it repeats the main drawers over here on the left, so you can navigate back and forth between them. Well, let's take a look inside one of our filing cabinet drawers. And I'm going to go to my DVD, and this is a CD of a Kimberbell file, and it is called Playful Pet Kerchiefs. And in here, there are 3 in this folder. There are 3 different folders in that. One has embroidery files, one is instructions, and one are SVG files, which are for cutting machines like the Scan and Cut. So let's go up and look at the instructions. So if I double click on that to open up that folder, inside it there is a file that is the PDF, and a PDF can be seen on a computer. So I double click, and that should launch and open up my screen here. I guess I should click it again there. So this should open up, and it should show you everything you need to know. Is that not cute, right? So this shows you, gives you all the instructions, and that's how Kimberbell does it. Okay, so now let's go back, and I'm going to close that out because I want to go up. Now, if I want to go up, I'm going to move my cursor to the up arrow in that upper left-hand corner, and it went up a level. So I closed out of the instruction folder, and now I'm in, the bigger compartment here, and we can look at embroidery files. So here, everything is listed by format. So if I was doing this on a Brother, I would open up my PES file, and then I could pick the design I want. Now, your computer probably will not do anything but show you the name of the file, because a computer natively does not know what an embroidery design is. So it does not show you a picture of the embroidery design that you're looking at. To the machine, to your computer, it's just gobbledygook. It has no idea what you're looking at. Now, if you have embroidery software in your machine, like I do in your computer, I can go to extra large, and it's going to show me a picture of that. Look at how cute that is. Been there, chewed that. That's hilarious. But it shows you what the designs look like. And this is you can see there's two different designations on mine. One is my FOF Premiere Plus software. The other is Floriani. So those are the ones that are letting me see the designs, because I own those programs. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. Well, let's go through here, and we're going to figure out one that we want to use. You know what? I think I want to do the been there, chewed that. So now, if this is a design that I want to stitch out onto my machine, I can copy it onto a USB stick, because most machines, sewing machines or embroidery machines, will take a USB stick at this point in time. So remember, we're in our D drive. C drive is the computer. And if you look over on the left-hand side, I have the USB drive right here. It says USB drive E. That's where I want to put the file. So I can take that USB stick and put it in my machine. Now I'm going to double click on the USB stick, and I want you to see that I really don't have any embroidery designs on here. I have a couple PDFs and a couple of zipped folders, but other than that, I don't have anything on that stick. Let's go back to embroidery files. I'm going to go back to my PES, and I'm going to change my size back up so we can all see them. Let me make them bigger. Okay, so we want to do been there, chewed that. So to pick my design and put it on the stick, all we need to do is put our cursor over the file, and let's go. I'm going to go back to the list view just so it looks probably how you're going to see it. So I'm going to go, here's the chewed. This is the been there, chewed that. I'm going to put my cursor right over the top of it, and then right click and choose copy. And right up here at the very top, see how there's two little pieces of paper, one on top of the other? That's the copy icon. So I'm going to left click on copy. Now I have a copy in the clipboard of the computer. Okay. Now let me tell you about the clipboard on your computer. It's a really little clipboard. It can only hold one thing at a time. So if you copy something, it puts it on the clipboard. And if you copy something else, it gets rid of the original and puts the second thing that you copied on the clipboard. So you can only hold one thing at a time. But since I know that my been there, chewed that is on my clipboard, I'm now going to go over to the left-hand side, and I'm going to scroll down until I see my USB stick, open that up by double clicking on it. I'm going to bring my cursor over into the big area, and then right click and click on the paste icon. And when I do that, it puts my been there, chewed that design right on my USB stick. Really simple, very easy. It's not hard to navigate and put designs on a stick so you can put it in your machine. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have many hours of fun doing embroidery.